Hey, this is John from Red Bean Recording. Today we're going to be talking about Logic Pro along with external MIDI instruments, namely the Moog Sub37, and getting that to be in sync with Logic. Now, how we get Logic to be in sync with the subsequent 37, we're just going to go ahead and assume that you already know how to do that. So let's just say that you have the Moog receiving clock from Logic. You've got an arpeggio on. Let's just say that you want to release that arpeggio and use the latch feature, as many of us do. So let's start drummer. And I'll play a 3-note arpeggio. Now notice I have latch on. Watch what happens when I release. It just plays one note. Release, one note. So this was a deep rabbit hole. Been just toying with different settings and trying to figure out what's going on. So the way that I was able to fix it was, do you notice here, the external MIDI track that we have here, this is the default setting. It just says MIDI channel in, MIDI channel out. They're both on 1. And that's just the way it is. But if I were to change this MIDI in channel to, let's just say 2. Now, that's the only change I made. Now I'm going to go back over here to the Moog. I've still got latch on. The arpeggiator's on. It's still in sync. So I'm going to play. And now, play the Moog. I'll release. And voila. And it works. That's the only way I've been able to trick it, get it to do the latch feature, which is something that I need to do because sometimes you need to tweak your Moog sound without having to hold the keys down for obvious reasons. So that's the way that I fixed it. I changed the MIDI in channel to 2. And by the way that we were able to get Logic to sync with the Moog at all was going to File, Project Settings, Synchronization, and then you tab over here to MIDI. And notice we have selected the Moog Sub37, and then we check the clock box. But more importantly, I want you to look down here. You see the selection? That was not the default. The default was this song SPP at play start. That is not going to do you any good because what happens if you have that selection, when the loop cycle gets to the end and returns to the beginning, it'll throw it completely out of whack. So you need to select this pattern quantized clock. Yeah, and that's it. I hope that helps somebody. What's up? It was a few days of a deep dive down the rabbit hole trying to figure this out. If someone cares to explain why that MIDI channel switching to 2 on the MIDI channel in solved this problem, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you.